Welcome to another episode of Lunch with the Shark. Join us as we dive deep into discussions about business, accounting, and finance to help you build a business that thrives. Now sit back and have a bite with your host, the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa.
Well, hello, good afternoon. Welcome to a new edition of Lunch with the Shark. I am your host, Vidal, the Shark CFO, Espinosa, and TGIF people, TGIF. We are ready for the weekend. It was a short week though, four work days. 4 work days for our clients in the office, even though we had a day off. President's Day, we had to do some house cleaning. We had to do some preparation for the tax season that it's already in full force. Actually, today marks the 1 week that we started a tax season officially because the IRS opened their electronic filing system last Friday. So are you guys ready for your tax returns? Some people on Congress are seeking a extension from the Department of Treasury to actually move the April 15th deadline again all the way to June 15th of this year to file or prepare your tax return. Now we need to see what happens because April 15th, it's tax day. Doesn't mean that you have to file your tax return on April 15th. It means that you have to pay your taxes on April 15th. There's two different things because even though you have to pay them on April 15th, you have the opportunity to file an extension to file your tax return, meaning to present the tax return, the calculations, so they can validate why are you sending those taxes. That's two different things. So I'll keep you posted on what's going on, but are you guys ready for your tax return? Are you guys ready? Nobody's ready for taxes, really, nobody. Everybody dreads paying taxes. Everybody dreads filing their taxes. Everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody does it. Everybody dreads or hates paying taxes. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. I actually know at least two individuals that at least they said that they liked paying taxes. We did implement a tax strategy for two individuals. This is several years ago. And they came to my office. Both of them, they were business partners. There are actually three business partners, but two of them showed up in my office. And they said, hey, you know what? Please don't tell our other business partner, but we don't want to implement any tax strategy. We just want to pay taxes straightforward, without any strategy, without any credits, without nothing. We just want to pay taxes because we want to contribute to the growth of the country. I'm like, okay. I said, well, but it doesn't mean that your other partner agrees with it. We would have to consult with him because technically he owns the majority of the company. So what you're telling me is going to affect him the most on a bigger percentage. Like, oh no, we don't want to implement this. We don't want to not pay taxes. We don't want to have any tax evasion, which it wasn't tax evasion, it's tax planning, and we were utilizing to the fullest the tax credits. And needless to say, they're no longer, those two individuals are clients, not because they wanted it to pay taxes, because we didn't see eye to eye when it came to tax preparing, because apparently they knew more than taxes about taxes than I did, or my tax colleagues. So I wish them well. So that's the story. That's why I shouldn't say everybody when it comes to anything. because not everybody, just those two individuals, they did want to pay taxes. So most of us don't want to pay taxes, or hate paying taxes, or dread paying taxes, or dread doing our tax returns. So most of us. Let's keep that word in our vocabulary. Oh, everybody hates it. No, I don't think everybody hates it. Yeah, I'm talking randomly, right? Not about just taxes. Everybody hates gloomy days. Well, not really. Not everybody. Oh, everybody thinks that. I don't think everybody thinks that. So let's change our vocabulary to most of us, or a lot of us, or at least I hate it, or just don't speak in general. Don't speak in plural, even though you don't mean everybody. Sometimes people are very literal, and like whenever you say that, it actually affects the perception in general. Oh, everybody thinks this person is it's a very bad person. Well, I don't think everybody thinks that. Just let's be careful on not what not what we say, because we're free of saying whatever the hell we want, but just be careful on the way you generalize things. It actually undermines the individual or the person that you're talking about. It probably actually undermines or affects tremendously the way you perceive other people. And it was interesting because we're going to talk about today leadership and leadership under pressure. And we discover, or actually I discovered a show called The Morning Show. It's on iTunes, and it's really, really good. I don't know if it's iTunes or it's on Apple. Okay, it's an Apple production, and whatever. And it's actually really interesting. It's actually from last year, from 2020, and it's based on real events, right? It's a show. It's actually it's obviously it's a show, so there's a lot of make believe, or a lot of things there that are not real. But dude, everything it's live, and even though they claim, or they might say that they did not follow anybody's life to write this show, it's so interesting because if you haven't seen it, start seeing it. But whenever you're on top, whenever you are someone, everybody, and I mean everybody, the majority of the individuals will kiss your ass. Yeah, you are the best thing ever for the universe and beyond. But once you are you are crucified, you're nobody. They won't even hand you their hand to shake your hand, just to shake your hand, or say good morning, or say good afternoon. They really completely eliminate you from their life because of fear, because of being associated, because of whatever. And this happens everywhere. This happens in our day-to-day, in our lives, in our businesses, in our relationships, in our families, everywhere. And it's so sad. It's so hypocritical. Oh, if you have money, you're my best friend. Once you lose your money, who are you? What are you doing? What? Yeah, I don't even know you. And most people do that. Oh, he's a celebrity. She's a celebrity. I want a picture, blah, 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 blah. And then when she does something, or he does something, he's accused or whatever of whatever thing, I don't know, sexual misconduct, being aggressive, whatever it is, even though without being found guilty. You completely eliminate them. You're like, holy shit, I don't want a picture with him. Oh no, I don't want a picture with her. Oh no. Don't even transfer me their calls. But the day before, a couple of weeks ago, is like we were partying and it was their birthday and we had the most amazing celebration. Dude, it happens. We're so quick to judge. We're so quick to not validate the information from where we get it. A couple of days ago, not a couple of days ago, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna go to my phone and pull out a quote that I got, and it's not from him, it's from him, and the quote says, "Intelligent, it's someone that believes half of the things they listen. But brilliant, it's someone that learns which half of that listens to." Intelligence, it's knowing half of the things that you listen. But brilliance, which of that half you're going to believe. And it happens on business, it happens everywhere. And that's how we're going to mitigate or learn 3 strategies on working under pressure, keeping your calm during a crisis. We're so quick when we work or when we have a crisis to come into that crisis with our minds already set, with a pre-frame of mind, okay? We're really quick to do that. And maybe in the path, in the way that we're going to solve that issue, we realize that, holy shit, I was so quick on judge. I was so quick on making up my mind and saying, oh, it's our vendor's fault. It's our customer's fault. It's the merchant's fault. It's this team's fault. We're so quick on pointing blame and pointing responsibility that we become blindfolded. Now, before we start the 3 strategies, it's like, why do we work better under pressure? We do not work better under pressure. You only work under pressure. When we tend to say, oh, I work much better under pressure. No, you don't work much better under pressure. You only work under pressure. Does that make sense? Because you work better under pressure because you no longer can put off that task. When less time, it's on hand. The adrenaline kicks in, sending your mind and your body into overdrive. We get a sudden rush of energy, does not make one perform better and fast. It also accelerates learning and absorption, working under pressure. Become an effective leader. There are several core capabilities you should have, ranging from ability to influence and inspire others to knowing how to act decisively. While these traits are important in our daily roles as a leader, they are especially critical during stressful times. The demanding situation and crises you face over the course of your career are likely to be the moments that define who you are as a leader and potentially as a person or individual. How you act in these scenarios can impact how your team members and coworkers remember you. When managing breakdown, so can their teams, results in heightened performance and lower morale. This can cause your team members to miss deadlines, make mistakes, and potentially lose customers. The exact opposite of what you need during a time of crisis. Research shows it's common for leaders to react poorly in highly stressed situations. 53% become more close-minded and controlling during time of crisis, instead of open and curious. And further, 43% become more aggressive and heated. If you're a leader in a position of control, leaders now have themselves to maintain a higher level of standards during challenging times, and this well over the course of their career. So, 3 strategies. Number 1, wait to act. A leader is someone who responds to a situation calmly and with a well thought out plan. Before you jump headfirst into problem solving, take a deep breath and pause to collect your thoughts and assess the situation with a clear mind. Just relax. What's the worst that's going to happen? If somebody's going to die, act immediately. If nobody's going to die, relájate, güey. Just relax. Calm down. Analyze the situation. Quick. Analyze the situation. Just spend 20% of that time, of the 100% of the time, on analyzing. 80% finding a solution and implementing it. Plain and simple. One of the things in high stakes situations was to do nothing in that moment. That's it. Do nothing in that moment. If a client or customer is complaining and drilling you, just listen. Do nothing. Because you're going to get upset and fireworks are going to start going both sides. Just listen. Take notes. And then reply. People, there's chingaderas out there that say, hey, never send an email when you're upset, angry, because it's worse. It is true. I've written emails, save them, come back at the end of the day once everything has, I cool down and blah, blah, blah. And then I realize, shit, this is not a good email. And you rewrite it. So just relájate, güey, cálmate, güey, wait to act. Number 3, build a strong support system. Leaders rarely go at it alone. It's why they usually have a board of advisors. Yes, great leaders have people around them who understands how to maintain a grounded, calm presence. It's important to have advisors who are calm, period. To recruit strong counsel, make sure the people around you have strength of character. Are they confident in their own point of views? And or are they open-minded and communicative? Do they support your vision? Leadership or leaders should have diverse experience in emotional intelligence skills so they can take on a variety of responsibilities and help you lead the best possible way. Your support system, when you're a leader, has to be and must be of people completely opposite than you. Why do you need people that are like you? You need people opposite. In the Chinese medicine and the Chinese culture, there's a thing called the yin and the yang, positive and negative. Accountants, our symbol is the yin and yang, positive and negative. Charge, credit and debit. The T rule. There's a positive and negative. Balance. Imagine, and I hate going into, well, I don't hate it, but let's imagine that former President Donald Trump had all his board of advisors through his presidency were exactly identical to him. Eugh. As it is, a lot of people hate him. Imagine if everybody in his board of advisors were to be exactly like him. It's unthinkable. He kept firing people because they did not align with the way he was. But that's good. You can do that. It's your business. It's your company. It's your job. What happened? You lose your company. You lose your team members. You get fired for being a crappy, lousy leader, for hiring advisors that are just going to be kissing your ass and saying, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, sir, no, sir, whatever you like, sir. Yes, Mr. President, whatever you say, Mr. President. No, Mr. President, these are the facts. These are the information. This is the science. This is not the science. This it is. Da, 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 da. It's up to you to decision. Oh, I hate whatever you come and tell me. You're fired. I'm fired. That's okay. But at least I did my job. I advise you. I provided you with the information even though you did not like it. Oh, I'm going to press the red button right now and create a third world war because I hate it. Well, Mr. President, you need somebody else to press the button together on the other side of the country so it can work. Right? So you need to calm down and surround yourself with a support system. Just think about it when you go under surgery. Do you think when you go under surgery, there's only just one doctor goes into the surgical room? There's like 10, 15 people inside that room. Just imagine that. Imagine having one doctor, that's it, just one person in that surgical room, and an emergency were to happen. Do you think he's going to be able to support, to help? You're dead. You're dead. Number 3, understand the reality of the situation. It's critical to recognize the reality of a situation and acknowledge your limitations during a crisis, no matter how difficult that might be. Realize that in the heat of the moment, nothing an individual leader can do can solve the whole situation. You're better off acting from your strongest, calmest self than you are taking the first reaction, immediate action. Wow. While a problem can seem overwhelming at first, the best way to approach it is to break it down step by step. Doing so can help you gain a clear picture of the circumstances, enabling you to work closely with your counsel, prioritize your next step, and delegate efficiently. Once you decide on a plan, Stick to it and rely on yourself and your team to complete the tasks assigned and carry out a successful resolution. Become a more congruent leader. I said 20% of your time focusing on the problem, 80% of the time focusing on the solution and implementation. Plain and simple. Look, what's the worst that can happen? That question should be embedded, tattooed in your arm at every single moment if you're an entrepreneur or business owner. What's the worst that can happen? Are you willing to live with the consequences from that question? If nobody's going to die, what's the worst it can happen? And am I willing to live with those consequences? When you act under pressure, when you work under pressure, yes, the adrenaline, it's up, you're in the rush, you're focusing in the situation at hand because you have a deadline. That doesn't mean that you have to do that when there's a crisis. Step back, analyze, cool down, relájate, wait. Okay? Just think about the consequences of your immediate actions, and also think about the consequences of you cooling down and saying, you know what, I understand your situation, give me 72 hours and we'll find a solution. Maybe you'll find the solution in 24 hours and you hand them over the solution in 24 hours. Don't overreact. Relájate, relax. I know it's not that simple. I know it's easier said than done, but it's something that you have to get yourself used to if you are an entrepreneur or if you are in leadership position. I'm just going to give you an example that we're going through in the United States. Texas, it's under a no energy, no gas, no electricity, no nothing, right? And this senator leaves on a vacation to Cancun. It's my belief that he overreacted by coming back from his vacation on Cancun into the United States because his constituents are freezing to death. Well, he had those vacations already planned, right? I understand he's in a leader position and he should have postponed his vacations or whatever, or maybe left all his team ready on something. He is a human, right? I don't see the big fuss about that. But because he's in the public eye, because he is a senator, he has to ponder, weigh in how he's going to be perceived, right? So do the same thing in your business. Ponder, analyze, listen to your advisors, make your own conclusion decisions. Hey, taxes, as I said, are already here. So book a consultation, set up your appointment, invictus-advisors.com/taxes. Spaces are filling in super fast because we also block out time for all our clients, because to every single corporate client, we actually prepare, which makes sense, their individual tax return for them and their family. So our time, it's completely being booked. So if you have tax questions. If you want to create a new company, if you want to start a new business, set an appointment with us. We'll give you 15 minutes, go over what you have, and then take it from there. It's Friday. Relájate, perch, decompress, take time for yourself, and see you here next Monday. And today's quote comes from Ralph Nader. He is an author and political activist. And he said, "Nader has the vision and conviction that a dream can succeed. A leader has the vision and conviction that a dream can succeed. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't second question yourself. What's the worst that can happen? Bon appetit. See you tomorrow. Well, no, see you Friday. See you Monday. Ciao."
Thank you for listening to Lunch with the Shark. If you would like to set up a consultation with the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa, visit his website www.invictus-advisors.com, and don't forget to subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn.